Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Klassen. I'm here at Bridge24 in wintry Quebec City, Canada. I just wanted to welcome you all to this broadcast this afternoon, and or morning, or late night, wherever you are in the planet. We're going to be talking about Bridge24 and charting, and the charts features around Bridge24. So I hope you enjoy. And first thing, just want to let you know, there is a top chat on the top right. You can see their chat window. Please enter your information and we can take a look to see how that goes. And we'll go from there. I'm just waiting to see confirmation that everything's working fine, so just hold on one moment while I take a look. I'm just going to test out sharing a screen one moment here. And present to everyone. So I assume now that everyone can see my screen. So first thing first, in the top chat on the right-hand side, could you please verify or just give us a little indication of what service you're using, the connector, are you using Asana, are you using Trello, Ace Project, or Basecamp? We get a feel for what everybody's using out there. So if you wanted to just give us an indication in the chat on the right, and also just test it out to make sure that everything's working good. And I see here that people are starting to put in a few little words. What we're going to be doing is a presentation on Asana. Thank you, Yannick. So on Asana, we're going to be using the example. It does work with all 4 connectors, and we're going to be testing, showing a little bit about each one, but we're going to principally maintain just on Asana for now. So here we are in our window, in our Bridge24 environment. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you're connecting to the correct data. So the data itself, because we're contextual, whatever information that you're loading into your grid, that's the information that we're going to be loading into a chart. So the first thing is to be sure, either take a project or you're looking at all your tasks. Most people, what they do is they create a new filter. And in the filter, what's interesting is that you're able to include completed tasks. So completed tasks are necessary to see all tasks in your project, and you can take one or several projects in your filter and then create your filter. So I have a filter here on the left already created called 2 projects, including completed. And my tasks are inside here, you can see. So the first thing we're going to do is going to look at the charts. So to get to charts, it's like the other modes here. We have our calendar mode, reports history, and our charts is right here. So whatever data is loaded in your context, which is the grid at this point, we can click on charts, and that brings up the charts. So here we have the chart interface. From this interface, we can actually decide what charts we want to view. We can remove all charts. We can just bring up one chart, or we can select all charts. These are all predefined charts that were included. This one's tasked by section. This one's tasked overdue and soon due. And of course, we can move around our charts in this view. We're able to choose the number of columns we want in this view. Depending on the resolution of your screen, you may want to have one big chart, or you can have multiple charts on the same screen. So let's make it smaller and have a couple charts open. So from here as well, we can hide a chart. If you see a chart on there that you don't really want, you can just hide it and it's hidden from the view. So let's concentrate on the top 2 here. Again, let's just go over what are the components of a chart. Again, this is kind of show you what's new, but also just the charts in general. So right here, we have the different chart types. So we're able to go in and change the chart to a pie chart, donut, a little polar chart, as well the 2 vertical and horizontal bars. Beside, we have chart information, chart configuration. We'll get to that one in a bit. We're able to actually hide the legend or make it visible, and you'll see why in a minute when we do some manipulations here. With the legend as well, we're able to select what information we want to view in the legend. So we can actually remove the information and from here, so if you want to isolate one user or one project, you're able to do that. As well, we're able to export. So you can actually export this chart into PDF, and that's with or without the tasks. So let's just, this quick one here is task by section. We'll do it with tasks. And that generates a PDF and downloads it that we can open up and take a look at. And the tasks, actually, sorry, that was without tasks. You can do one as well with tasks. The other option we have for each segment that's in a chart, we're able to click and bring up a list of the tasks associated, where we can actually click on it again to edit the task, and we can open in grid to export it or to do further manipulations and come back to the chart if we want. So from the segments now, we're able to get to the options, and we can see what options that we want to see for the charts. So we're able to, for example, sorting. So right now they're in an alphabetical ascending order of the sections, and we can sort by the quantity within each segment. So here it goes from lowest to highest. So if you have a chart by users and you want to see who has the most tasks, you can easily just sort it by ascending or descending order. As well, we can configure the chart itself. So we can rename, for example, the title. So right now it's called 2 projects including task by section, and we can change task by section to another title. As well, the axes, the sections and the task count here, we can change and rename those. The configuration itself has the counts displayed, so we have the number of tasks in each list, as well as we have the dynamic tasks in each list. So that's the basic functions of the charts. So it really is to display the information in one type of bar, in one type of chart. And what we've done recently is we've added a new feature, which is putting stacking. And what stacking does is it takes 2 variables. So for example, we have our task by section here, and we have our overdue and soon due tasks here. This is great information. I have my overdue tasks here, but I don't know what section or what project they belong to. I'd have to open up each one to take a look. Well, to save time and also make a visual representation for you to show a report to your colleagues and to your management, you're able to come down and now stack, and we can use the same variables that are provided here, and we want to stack this one by overdue and soon due. So right away, we're able to see within the scheduled task area which ones are due today, how many are due in the next 7 days, and how many are overdue already. And within each one, we're able to, these ones are here, this is the next 8 to 14 days. I want to see, oh, what's coming in the next 8 to 14 days in the development. And it's filtered automatically. So you can actually see just the subcategory, or you can see all the tasks in that segment. Sorry. So again, and all the other features are available, and we're able to now export with the tasks with the stacked list on top of the original chart. So let's just take a look what the PDF looks like. So here we are with the chart above with the legend, and then listing the tasks below. At any time, if you guys have any questions, just write them in the chat, and I can take a look as we're going, or even a bit later, depending. And at any time, remember we have our support email at support@bridge24.com that you can contact us. So the stacking, of course, has all the different variables. So all the different, so by project. So we can now see, right now I have 2 projects open. I have a construction project and software development, and we can see how many tasks in each one. So you can imagine if you had tens of different projects, you'd be able to filter and segment them really easily, and then gain access to each one just by clicking on the segment. So let's see the other stacking, of course, again, they include all of them. So if you want to stack by user, I'm the only user in this account. So if I just stack by assignee, I should be, they're unassigned and myself. And of course, I can remove one or other people and just see tasks that are assigned to one or other users. And again, it's a quick way of filtering and visualization of the data. And again, it depends on your filters. So if you include all of your projects across your entire across all your projects, you'll be able to get a summary graphic for all the information that's happening in your account at this time. So just wanted to show you a little bit, just go one step further. This is kind of the same thing we've done recently for reporting. So it's adding two variables into the same chart, or what's kind of grouping. So you were able to go to reports here and report the same thing. We'll report by section, and we'll do a second level by overdue and soon due. In this instance, we're able to select more, up to 4 fields that we can add into the report, and also see the subtasks, and it can generate the report. So it's just generating. So here we are. So this is the awaiting approval section, and today, next 2 to 7 days, with the sections available. So just wanted to show the parallel between how the reports and the charts react together. Once we get back into the reports, I'll just put it back on the overdue and soon due. Of course, we can click on a list and we can open it into the grid and then further filter or further group from here. So we can group by assignee, for example, and then see all the tasks which are per user. And again, get back into the chart. We just go back to charts and we get to see our chart information again and then pick another segment. So it fully is dynamic in going between different modes of visualization. And again, it's to simplify the exporting in these different modes that you might want, whether it's going to be into Excel, whether it's going to be to PDF, whether it's going to be into any other format that we support. So here's for Asana. I just wanted to show you another interface. Again, they're pretty seamless across the different providers. So let's take a look at Ace Project. I saw someone there saying Ace Project is their tool. And here I created the same environment with the same projects and completed. So I have my filtered information in my grid. And I'm able to just click on charts, which will dynamically create the charts based on that information in the grid. And here I've already stacked information. So let's just reset the options of the chart. And I have my different statuses. So in the statuses, I have all the same features. And again, I can remove a number of different charts. I don't want to view any charts. It's just these two that interest me. And when I come back, I can go back to the grid and then come back and all our information is stored. So we have memory. So you kind of get back to the same place you were before. And we're able to stack. So in this case, in Ace Project, we have different variables, which are actually fields and different information. So we can actually stack it by project. And in this case, we can stack it by percentage done. So there's different methods, and again, same features across the different providers. So again, the exporting is done for the charts from here. We are looking to add more features along the way, and we'd like to get all comments, of course, to what you think would be a great feature to add into Bridge24, whether it's charts, whether it's grid filtering, reports. We're always looking for new ideas and suggestions, and having the user get the more information out of their connected application. So if you have any questions at this time, I'm not able to see, I just got a question in there saying not able to see charts using Basecamp. So for Basecamp, there's Basecamp 2 and Basecamp 3. Basecamp 2 is not supporting charts. You have to be at Basecamp 3. So just open up Basecamp 3 here. And we have our filter as we're going. And our charts button is up here. So we can take the information that's loaded in our grid and charts. And so here's our charts. And again, I have just some limited information here, but here's my overdue chart as well. And that's gonna be my main chart. And I want to display it as a vertical bar chart. And I want to stack it by maybe the list, the project. So here I have 10 tasks, 10 to-dos here, and without dates, there's 11 out of the 32 that don't have any dates associated with them. So here you can go in, and if you didn't know that there were no dates assigned, you can now click just in here. And for us, there's one-click editing, so you can actually click on here, which will drive you. In this case, Basecamp drives, and it'll open up Basecamp in front of you to edit directly. In the other providers, we're able to edit in an edit panel inside Bridge24. Again, Basecamp 2 does not have the charting features based in it. So let's just return to Asana. Oh, and I have another one here. Please demo reports for Basecamp. Okay, so I just may as well just go back real quickly. So reports is the same way. This is the premium version. So I'm based on the same filter I have here, which is the information that's on my filter, so all the completed tasks. And in this case, in Basecamp, you can, in your filter, you can complete completed task you want. In this case, I'll do both, and the projects that I want to use and the statuses I want are archived as well. So create. There's my filter, and I just now click, that's my context with the data. I click reports. In the free version of Bridge24, you have single level grouping, which is pretty much just a to-do list. In the premium version, we have advanced, which are now let's do a report by project. And then the second level, we can do it by overdue and soon due. And I can exclude statuses as well. And now let's use the age of the tasks, the due date, the completed, assigned to, and one more, status, and generate the report. So here's our report that we have, and we can now export it to a PDF. And access our PDF file directly and send it off by email or other mechanism. So Basecamp is a little bit different than the other providers, but in terms of the charting and the reporting, it follows the same standards that we've employed. So if there's any other questions, please send them our way. You can send them to support@bridge24.com, and we'd be happy to help you, and hope you enjoyed the live demo. And if there's any other questions, again, please don't hesitate to contact us. So I'm just going to stop the sharing at this time. And I just want to wish you a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.